but we'd like to make it very clear we do not provide financial advice.
Sometimes we do, if you like. Sometimes we do.
Based on a scale, of course, based on system criteria, I can tell you where you sit in society as from 1 to 10.
Hey, it's poll day! We're bringing poll day back!
If you touch me ever again, I'll break both your hands.
Okay.
Both of them.
All right, bring the mic closer to you so that we can do this thing.
So close enough?
No, I want to talk about. Let's talk about what we can talk about. We don't have to be limited.
Thank you. Okay, we can talk about anything
I
you
said
want.
anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to...
Yeah, let's just bring this energy up.
I can talk about something, but then I just went on a cool holiday.
Yeah.
I can bring up.
Yep.
Or I can talk about some funny thing. I don't know, anything you want.
Beautiful.
You guys know me. Anything that you've seen in my life you want to discuss, I'm an open book.
I want to talk about pink hair Benji.
Oh, you can do that.
See, I want to talk about pink hair Benji. You know we're rolling, just so you're aware.
I had no idea
Yeah,
that's happening.
yeah. I've been just trying this last 30 seconds or so to bring the energy up, but Goose is sitting over there in silence, as he always does.
I
Nothing
thought.
new.
Creepy bystander.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Stats over here in a puffy jacket, even though it's 150 degrees in here.
It's not that cold. I'm hot, sorry.
Okay. And there's Benji Manor.
Mate, Ben Manor.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Have a Chat with Ray and Stat. I am Ray. Sitting next to me is Stat.
Sure.
What's happening, cousin?
Hi, brother.
Living the dream?
Nope.
Why not?
Because it's a lie.
Have a chat with Ray and Stat.
Yeah.
Always has Goose there.
Yeah.
So when does his name ever enter into have a chat with Ray and Stat?
It's once Ray and I get through the boring small talk that no one else that really cares about in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then we pass it on to Goose.
No,
We-
he's
we-
saying
we-
when's the
in the
name
name.
turn into?
Oh, the name?
Yeah.
It's when Ray gets kicked off and you have to have a chat with Goose and Stat.
Yeah.
We just got to keep Stat in there, you know?
We thought about calling the show Have a Chat with Ray and Stat featuring Goose.
It's
too long.
It's
We
just
should
too long.
have a chat and get loose with Ray, Stat, and Goose.
But if we're going to talk about getting loose,
Hey, you could interpret that however you
The
want.
issue is, you add my name is too long. You get rid of Stat, you get rid of the comedy. You get rid of Ray, you get rid of the work.
it's true.
So something's got to give, and I'm
You,
giving.
you
Yeah.
just summarized our entire production.
Is that someone's got to give and I'm giving?
Yeah.
You are giving, all
And
right.
we've neglected to mention the main man behind the whole thing is Joey behind the screen doing everything.
It's true. That's true.
Represent
I
Joey.
still like
Give
that
me
you
that, buddy.
don't clap. I still like
No,
that
I'll
you
never
hate
clap.
him.
Yeah, I'll never clap.
Yeah.
I just cut my lip. That's fine.
Well done.
Sorry.
Well, welcome, ladies and gents. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're excited. We're back. We're going to talk about anything and everything today. We're excited because we've got some news. We've got some things going down. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, do all that nice stuff because, you know, if you do, YouTube's just that little bit nicer to us and you'll see more of our lovely faces, won't they, Stat?
Apparently.
And then I won't have to give this spill every time and Stat can be, you know, a little bit nicer to me.
Sorry, I cut my lip and he's bleeding a little bit. It's stinging.
You all right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. But on the way here, I went to put on my Have a Chat shirt, my white one.
And
And then, it fit. It just, there was a lot of blood on the shirt.
What
From
happened
what?
to you?
I can't recall. I don't know.
The lip?
I wish. There's just a little bit of blood. Like, it's just a little something
What's
there.
bleeding? Nipples bleeding? Well, what's bleeding?
I don't know. But it must have been, because I found the blood that was under my armpit. But I'm thinking to myself, there's no cut, there's no scab.
Well, under your armpit.
Yeah, like I was on the shirt. Like when I lift up my shirt. on the armpit, so-
Oh, maybe it's like, you know, those small lahams that hang? Maybe you ripped one of them off.
But I got none.
No, because you ripped them off. And it's bleeding.
But I had none to begin with. But I don't know what it is. There's a lot of blood.
You don't need
Anyway.
me for this podcast, apparently.
Apparently not, bro. I know you
But
listed a
Stat
1,000
in his
things.
blood.
You listed
No, no,
a
no,
1,000
it was
things
just-
for us to talk
It was going
about,
off
and
his
we're talking
spill,
about Stat and
and
his
then my
blood.
lips bleeding, and I was like, "Oh, that's fair enough." Anyway, so yeah, you should be nice to us here.
Hey, Stat, have you seen all these snacks over here?
I've seen the snacks.
Bro, you know why they're there?
No,
Because Benji called me. He goes, "What snacks am I bringing?" I thought, you know what? This is just stock standard Benji. You can't hang out with him without, you know, a little bit of, just hang
a
out.
little cheese board.
It's why I'm
Hey,
like,
done with them.
Like
Yeah.
notorious cheese board.
it's why I'm overweight, but yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
do love it. Because it brings us together.
It
It
does.
does.
It's snacks. Snacks bring us
does.
together.
Like, you've had my cookies, my muffins. I do it because it sort of brings
And
me.
your buns.
Your brownies are good.
Am I what?
Your brownies. I said buns. I
was like,
you know what
try
I mean?
those.
Yeah, I want to try those.
We started to have a chat after dark already. Far out, Stat. Didn't even give us 5 minutes to
It's
get
just,
into
I
this thing.
just genuine talking to my cousin. Sorry, and my
It's
colleague.
cute. I like seeing, you know, I love it when you two bounce off each other. There's a lot of
fun.
vibe.
It's fun.
It's
Yeah.
because we're bold and beautiful.
You guys do look alike.
And no one knows who's who.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, no, people don't know. People
Look,
know who-
contrast, white
People
and
know.
black.
I am very bold. You're right.
Yeah. And I have a mole on my face, but no one knows. And you have beautiful blue eyes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's
Sorry,
my
cousin.
asset.
I love you.
Getting a little bit uncomfortable with all this flirting, Goose.
I'm not.
He's getting material.
Yeah.
Right after this.
He'll talk to his missus. Speaking of, we're finally going to be going and doing the vlog if it doesn't rain out this weekend.
Yep, this Saturday.
Look,
Ladies
I,
and-
I think there's a good chance it's going to rain out this week.
Bro,
It's raining every day this week.
Yeah.
Every time you guys have booked, it's rained.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sorry, ladies and gents, we've been wanting to do a vlog, but we haven't because old mate over here is playing soccer outside and it rains 24/7.
Yeah. You know I play soccer, yeah?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. I
Club.
scored a goal on the weekend. We lost 6-0, but I scored a goal.
I just scored a goal.
There you
You
go.
lost 6
I scored an own goal. Yeah. I still celebrated.
Shirt off celebration over your head.
No,
like you-
I didn't go that
Ah,
far.
no, not
Yeah,
that far. Not
you
that
got to
far.
relax a bit.
Not yet.
You leave that for
We're
Brisbane.
down 5-0 in the last one.
It's like, yeah, it's true.
Cherry on
It's
top.
like,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe not the shirt off for that kind of
Send it
occasion.
home.
Yeah.
But how's the soccer season been treating you?
Yeah, it's actually so fun.
Yeah, you liking it?
Yeah, I don't like playing 90 minutes.
Uh-huh.
10 minutes is enough.
So you get tired very quickly.
Yeah.
Like-
But it's good.
What do you do to get yourself like energized?
Clearly nothing.
Yeah, clearly. It's true.
It was half time, and I asked, how much time do I have? Because I want to run to the canteen and get some lollies. I didn't have enough time.
Well, you know what you should be taking instead?
What do you like to buy from the canteen?
Red frogs, raspberries.
Trying to get, yeah.
Sorry, what'd you
Yeah.
ask?
I see what you're trying to do there.
You know what you should be taking instead of red frogs and snakes and all that?
What?
Steroids?
You should be taking some magic.
No?
Steroids.
It was a very good segue.
Trying to segue into this sponsor.
Sorry,
you
I was
dog.
thinking athletes, steroids.
No.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You should be taking Magic Mind because,
Oh,
ladies
yes,
and
yes.
gents, Magic Mind are back and they're here to make sure that you are alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. Mate, they are a productivity shot if you don't know. If you're one of those health freaks that likes to be boosted with energy, likes to stay focused, get rid of all that procrastination and, maybe play more than 10 minutes of a soccer game on the weekend. Ladies
Without
and gents,
steroids.
use some Magic Mind. Magic Mind are back with us, and what they're going to do is they're going to give you about 20% off your purchase if you just put in the description, if you click the link that's in the description, or put in the code RayanStat20. Mate, ladies and gents, we love Magic Mind. They love you, and they're going to take care of you. Stat, you gulped that straight down, bro.
Yep. Because I believe that when we kicked off this podcast, I was a little low on energy. So
You
needed a
really
little
were.
kick. I needed a little kick. Hey, Benny boy?
You were a bit flat.
Yeah, apologies. But now we're back. See, Magic One, I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
I'm
All right.
elevated.
Cheers, boys.
Oh, damn. If I knew, I would have waited. I'm so sorry. Bring me another.
What do you think?
That is subtly sweet.
Yeah, it's got that kick.
Yeah.
Like how you said suddenly sweet.
yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
That
As
went
well
too
as
much in one go. It's not as small as you think either.
No, they're actually
Nah,
pretty
it's a big
good, but
gulp, bro.
Yeah, I think it's 2 gulps.
Yeah, you're two gulp. Yeah.
you know when I take
Two gulp shot.
I take it with my morning coffee,
Yeah.
and it actually gets me going about 3 days worth, and you just start seeing improvements.
That's very good.
Takes me down from like 4 coffees a day to 2 or 1. So yeah, thanks, Magic Mind.
Very well done.
Get on them, ladies and gents. They've been nice to us. They're gonna be nice to you. Phenomenal people over there.
Great people. 12 magical ingredients. I was trying to see if maybe it had it the 12 secret spices that KFC have. I thought they maybe wrote it on the bottle. Not like be so super secretive like KFC
By
are.
any chance,
I tried to
have
find it.
steroids.
No, I can guarantee.
Are there
you.
anything performance enhancing
do
for
not
Goose
have
soccer
those.
games?
On the floor.
Because Goose, we hung out on Saturday, you and I,
Yeah.
and mate, you
Oh,
were on
Magic
Struggle
Bar?
Street.
Yes, so it was after the game. We went sushi. I couldn't walk. I still can't walk, but I was a lot worse Saturday. Like my legs were shot.
Look, there was there's talk on the street because you're a superstar now and the media follows you around that you were bedridden on Sunday.
I couldn't get out of bed. I had to finish moving because we're in the middle of moving. I couldn't get out of bed. My legs were just broken.
Goose, what's wrong with you, bro?
Well, that's what happens when you play sports.
Like he's carrying the team on his back.
I just want to clarify. What happens when you do something that you're not made for or built for, or you're not doing anything to prepare yourself?
You know what, Ben? You sound like my dad. Because
No.
my dad has quoted me
Your dad's right.
has said many times, sports is not for you.
Listen to your father.
He might be right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's hard when you're playing with extra 40 kilos.
because it's like this is something I want to segue into, if you don't mind. Moving away from your inability to play sport.
Yeah.
It's like when I tried as a young person to be cool. I tried very hard.
Yeah.
Like, I went as far as dyeing my hair pink, having mohawks, trying very, very hard. I know it's hard to believe I had mohawk.
Can I ask why you thought that the mohawk or the pink hair was the license to coolness?
I was born in the 80s, just so we're very clear. A few decades before you guys.
We can tell.
Unnecessary.
That's meant to my cousin Ben, but
This
not meant to
is
us.
a joke from earlier today when I smacked him on the Zoom chat.
Yeah. Because he thinks he's 16 still, apparently. So,
Oh, he acts like he's 16, so it's fine.
so
He acts like he's 16,
Yeah.
but continue, Ben.
I agree.
My cousin, I love.
thank you, colleague. Love you. I tried very hard during the early 2000s to be cool. I think it's like I wasn't trying to be cool. I was just trying to fit in with society. Yeah.
Pink hair did that for you.
A lot of people had coloured hair back then. Back then was you dyed your hair, you did the bleaching, the peroxide. So Maddie Hillu, my mate, we used to always go and dye our hair blonde before every holiday.
That's
and then
mad.
I went pink sometimes, put a mohawk in.
Big Marty.
Like, I know it's hard to picture now because I don't know if you can superimpose some hair.
I remember the.
I had some mohawk situations happening. And it was pretty cool.
You had it for the formal. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you ever have it for a
For
formal?
not
For
my
school formal?
No, I had it for a formal that I went to. It
Oh, okay. But it wasn't for your school formal.
was a school formal, not mine.
Well, no, your school. Okay, cool. Because I remember there was an element of the time you had pink hair. You were rocking some pink hair, and I did say I want to do what Benji did, and my mum said absolutely not.
I'm glad she said that.
And then 12 odd years later, I grew a mother. But that's besides the point. Whatever. You know what? I got my revenge.
So, can you talk me through the steps into getting pink hair?
It wasn't a quick leap into pink hair. It was first just tips. Back then it was cool. Like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Yeah.
That was all the craze back then. Blonde tips. And then I went to the middle part. I thought I was a Backstreet Boy. And then it went to some mohawks. That was also cool back then. Straightening your hair. As I say this now, as an
I
adult.
feel like I'm talking to a drug addict
Yeah,
telling me how he
yeah.
got onto heroin.
And then it went to dyeing it pink because that was cooler. It was blue once, it was pink once.
How was it received by the general public?
Oh, it was not well received. Definitely was not well received. The one time, or the last time I did it, I was physically abused by somebody who punched me in the chest right here so hard that I lost all ability to breathe. And I realized that was it. That was the last time.
Sounds like a day for Gali.
On the right track, but no.
Okay, cool. I don't want to play a guessing game, but I
No,
just
we'll bleep it out. It was
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, leave this out.
straight in the chest.
To me every time he saw me.
Yeah.
I breathe.
But yeah, so it wasn't well received by the parents, by the community, and then also my work at the time said it's about time because you have to appreciate I was working in a law firm. At
You
the
were
stage.
working in a law firm with pink hair.
Yeah,
You
so,
can get away with anything.
no, and I didn't go with it because
Well, for a while you did. 'Cause you had pink hair for a bit. I mean, they let you have it.
then I was told I was given some instructions to remove it, but it was fun. Listen, I had fun
Hey.
because I knew it was going.
Yeah.
what
Like
matters.
I saw my future was
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I thought I'm gonna have fun with it now while I can.
Yeah,
because
true.
it's gonna go one day.
It's good.
So I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice.
I've always said I always want to do things because you can't buy memories. So I wanted to try and do something to have in my past. Are you gonna tease my stutter at that stage? Okay.
No, so you can't buy memories because I was thinking of the tank top making memories. It's like a cool tank
I was
top.
thinking of when Zach said that. Do you remember when Zach said that years ago?
What did he say?
You can't pay for memories.
Yeah, you can't buy memories. You can't.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I was making them, but I was on my own. None of my friends wanted to dye their hair except Maddie. Every now and then would jump on the bandwagon. Like even going on holidays, people wouldn't go. People just didn't want to have fun.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed that these days because, bro, I went on that trip to America. No one came with me.
Yeah.
Why the hell would I go to America? I've already been. Who
What?
You went to one state.
cares? I went to America.
Every time I want to go overseas, my life starts falling apart. So I need to start focusing on that.
You were about to go to Japan, but then he actually went.
I did go.
Yeah, no,
It was amazing. You missed out.
well, I didn't miss out. I can still go.
No, you missed out.
I
Khalas,
feel
it's
like
done.
you're not going to go.
That's it. I'm not
it's
going to go anymore.
I feel like you're not going to go.
Yeah.
I'll go. It's
If you don't
just
go now, you ain't going. That's how I say it. If you don't go now, or in the next 6 months, you're not going at all.
the next 6 months.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got so much going on. I just moved houses. It took me 6 months to move houses.
So that's done. So that's not much going on anymore. So what are these excuses?
Huh?
So what's left? Like, what's next? When's the holiday?
Who the hell knows?
I think people around me don't want to have fun.
See what I'm saying?
There's always an excuse.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm busy. I have a house to build. I don't know what his excuse was.
Just don't want to go to America.
but go on a holiday. Are you
Yeah.
having fun?
I'm always having fun. I'll go once a year. I go to leadership conference in July. That's my only annual leave I take once a year. My
not a
hours are so
holiday.
big. I have so many, bro. I have so much annual leave. It's insane. It's actually insane.
I'm glad you're on the
But I only want to go. But if I got to take annual leave, I only want to go to Lebanon. But they kept saying, "Oh, you can't
Such
go
an old
Lebanon.
Lebo, eh?
Like,
You
you
really
can't go. You
Such
can't go
an old
Lebanon
Lebo.
because like of the war and that."
You were born 40 years to
Yeah,
late.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just love Lebanon, bro. I just miss it so much.
I love it.
Yeah, Lebanon's
I
good.
appreciate it.
Yeah, that,
I also
I
like
only
other
go there.
countries I've been to.
I only go there, but I've also considered I'll go Japan. I'm considering it more now that in the last maybe
zero
2
interest
years.
for me.
When Goose
Japan?
told me about Japan, I said absolutely not. But
Up
I've seen
until a
everyone
year
go trips. I
ago,
love
I never wanted to go
Yes,
to Japan.
amazing.
Ever.
Yeah.
I had zero. It was never in your
So
bucket
why
list.
did you go to Japan? Like, I don't understand why you would go.
I've just the last few weeks prior to going, I booked it a month before going, so I didn't book it well and truly in advance. It just offered so many positive things at such an affordable price, and it was just a 2 week trip. It wasn't like I wasted 6 months of my life preparing for or having to save for. Tickets were $750 return with Qantas.
Because it's nothing.
Yeah, Qantas always have great deals. If you want to go Jetstar, you get it for like $500 return, if not cheaper.
Yeah, that's nothing.
To Japan.
Yeah.
Bro,
What
it's
are you waiting for?
We looked up flights to Queensland. It was going to cost us $500 to go there.
Exactly. Japan, like a lot of like Qantas and Jetstar have great deals all the time to Japan. And the dollar's so good there right now.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It's almost even.
No, I think it's more now.
More.
Like
I believe it's more.
What's
I was-
stopping you, champion?
No, I think it's like 93, 94.
I was getting 103 when I was there.
Damn.
What's stopping you, champ?
What's stopping me?
Go.
Hayate, my life.
What in your
You
life?
gotta-
For
You're
sure.
going to make the opportunity. You have to make it happen.
I know.
Your life will never be in a position. Technically, I shouldn't have gone. I have 3 kids. I'm married. I got work. I have 100 ministries. But just make it happen. Go.
Wise man once told me.
Sorts itself out.
A wise man once told me, go for as long as you want. Nothing will change when you get back. That wise man was Benjamin Manor.
Nothing changes. Nothing
I've never heard that
changes.
also.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Very true.
Should book
But
tickets
you know
to
what
Lebanon.
did change? I made some memories.
That's
Wow.
mad.
I really did. So
good.
many fun ones too.
So you went to Disneyland, yeah?
I did.
How was that?
Listen, it was more enjoyable for my children than it was for me.
You'd hope so.
Yeah. Listen, I have an issue when grown-ups go to Disneyland without children around them. I don't know if it's...
I was gonna do that if I went.
Yeah, listen,
Me too.
I know people do it. My issue with it is that it's made for children, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, like, I know adults can enjoy it, but I just don't think adults need to be going to, like, theme parks that are made for children. Like, Dream World, Movie World are made for adults.
Sure.
Universal Studios, really made for adults-ish.
Okay.
Disneyland is made for children, I believe.
Even though we grew up on Disney, doesn't change the fact that it's
Okay.
for children.
My issue with you, you don't want to wear the headphones. Speak into the mic.
Oh, what's the headphones?
Did I repeat?
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Should I repeat what I said?
Yes, brother.
Yes, please.
Even though you grew up on Disney, or let's say I grew up on Disney, it's still made for kids.
Well, because you grew up on something, it doesn't mean it's appropriate as an adult.
Very
beg to
true.
differ. There's nothing I did as a kid that's not appropriate as an adult.
You breastfed as a kid. You breastfed.
Well, that's a baby. I'm talking kids.
I don't know where to go from that.
I just took a shot in the dark and went for it. I just went for it.
Like everything I did as a kid, I still do now. Like Pokemon.
Oh, then you would love Japan.
Yeah,
It's what anime.
yeah.
It's amazing. Even I don't even care about anime, and I love Japan for that. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like we went to this district that is all anime.
Yeah, I think
Gaming.
we went there last time when I went.
It was phenomenal. just things I never knew existed. This world of gaming and anime that I've never been privy to, and it's opened my eyes to like the world that it is and the amount of money that's poured into this industry
Oh, it's huge.
every year, and they're all adults. Like, it was just spun me out. I
Yeah.
thought Pokemon was for kids. It's not.
No, because in Japan they look at anime like it's movies, right? Like
Yeah.
it's an actual thing. It's not
It's
a
their
cartoon to
culture.
them. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
it's
a
their
cartoon to
culture.
them. That's mess. That's
yeah.
like so different.
Holidaying.
Yeah.
Just it's opened my eyes up to a reality that's not my reality. Like where you can have a taste of it every year, every 6 months, enjoy it for what it is, and then come back and enjoy the life that you currently have. Like there's nothing wrong with my life, but just go and experience something different. And someone told me once that you have to go on holidays and live a life that's better than the one that you live currently at home.
Right.
So the places you stay, the things you do, has to be of a higher quality or a higher standard
Yes.
than what you have at home. So you look forward to it.
Yeah.
So
I like
whilst you're there, you're enjoying yourself.
Sure.
Where you're not living worse off.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's stopping you, Stat? Why aren't you going on holiday, buddy?
So I'm waiting for everything to come down in Lebanon so I can go to Lebanon. I don't see what the issue is. I don't know what's wrong.
Everyone's calm now, though. You can go now.
Yeah, it's
Can
it's
you
all
go
okay.
now?
Yeah, you can. I've got many friends have been.
You're
even
not
this
fighting
summer.
anymore with.
No, they're
No.
like, no.
Not really. There's a little bit, but everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Lebanon's so dangerous, don't go." But there's been. I was talking to Eli on Friday night, Bedran. He was telling me there's 100,000 people in the month of June. Apparently, I don't know where he read this stat, but 100,000 people in June alone from Australia have gone to Lebanon.
More.
Probably, yeah, if not more. Okay, there you go, more.
Everyone's going on.
Is it expensive or is
everyone's
it
gone.
cheap again?
It's like it's gone back down a bit.
Yeah,
It's not like $3,000 for a return ticket anymore. It's gone back down to $2,000.
How good is that?
Yeah.
I think when everything started, like in Lebanon and everything
Yeah,
was
it
crazy,
was
it was like
bad,
800 return. I was so tempted. But like,
Should've
you
gone
can't
there.
really do anything. But it was just so tempting. But I'm waiting for it to down a little bit, maybe a bit more quieter, and then I'll go see some family in Zahle.
Yeah, but what about the whole like experience a different culture, live a better
try it
life
out.
when you live here, all that stuff that Ben said.
I love Lebanon.
Food, like the food overseas is amazing.
Food in Lebanon is
Just-
nuts.
But it's not new food.
It's okay.
You've tried that
It's
food
fantastic.
here.
Yeah, but it's great. It's better there.
Like what, 5% better? 10% better?
It's still
This
better.
is 100% different in the food in other countries.
Oh, I can appreciate that. But I just want to go to Lebanon.
No one's saying
Oh,
don't
keep it
go
up.
to
I want to
No
go to
one's
Lebanon.
saying
No
don't
one's
go to
saying there.
Lebanon.
We're just saying to you,
Try
go to
something
Lebanon
new.
and go somewhere else as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, in Australia,
Maybe.
he lives in the most Lebanese suburbs,
Yeah.
Punchbowl and Guildford, and his holiday is
I just want to go to Lebanon.
to
Yes.
the actual place.
Yes. So I'm happy.
Yeah,
I love Lebanon.
I'm all for it.
I'm
yeah.
like, I've been to Thailand with Danny K where we hired scooters, where, mind you, if you know me, I don't ride motorbikes or scooters. And I got onto the scooter by myself, and well, it was actually a motorbike, this one, and I went straight into the tree. Like, when I got on, it took my passport and my deposit. I got on, and I saw the tree, and I just ran straight into the tree. Well, then I was fine. I didn't have any more accidents
Yeah,
after
that's a good time.
that.
You can do that in Lebanon.
Exactly. You can go to the Cedars.
I
Same
did that
thing.
on the ATV.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you can drive
See?
into the
I did
cedar.
that.
Yeah, it's mad.
I did that once, and then I went to Japan as well.
Okay, 25 years later. Assume me. I was talking to this guy who's only been to America, and he's trying to tell me what's wrong with
What
you.
are you
Why don't
talking
go to
about?
America? Where have you gone?
He's been to other countries.
Been in Solomon Islands, Philippines, Greece.
Because we're not
Lebanon.
getting mission trips, happy people. We're on holidays. We don't want
Greece,
mission trips.
Greece.
Yeah, okay, Greece. I did Greece. Ticked it off my list. Done what I needed to do. Like all these people go like Europe and that. I don't care for it.
Oh,
Don't care.
Yeah, so I want to go.
Don't care for Europe. Don't care for London. Don't care for any of that. Couldn't care less. Doesn't appeal to
I
me.
want to go Alaska, bro.
Alaska?
Yeah,
yeah, I'll go Alaska.
Okay, that's a bit interesting.
yeah. The snow dogs.
Fun fact, right? I've never been to America.
Movie.
It's fun.
It's good.
Listen, America taught me that it is a great place to visit. Would never want to live there, but
Oh, that's every country
except
for me.
Texas. Love
That's
Texas.
every country for me.
Yeah.
I love all the holidays I've been on, but I wouldn't live anywhere else but Australia.
Australia's phenomenal. But man,
There's no
Texas
other-
was so good.
like Australia.
Yeah, nah. Bro, even the food. Like, I know people say, food's better elsewhere, this, that. We have the best food in the world here. Even their food.
Yeah, we have a very high quality.
We
I
do,
understand.
we
We're very high
do,
quality.
we do Texas food better
I
here.
appreciate the country for that. This
Yeah.
country,
Mm.
but we're paying for it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hells yeah, we are. Hells yeah.
Yeah.
But did you want to ask? So we're talking about like bringing back to Disneyland because I know we've gone a little bit off.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask: did your kids actually really appreciate Disneyland, or
Oh,
for them was just
they
whatever?
loved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, loved it.
Oh,
They
crack.
saw the parades. They saw the Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Belle and the Beast came out. Every character came out during the parade, and the kids lost their mind.
Was there a Star Wars section?
In Disneyland?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so they haven't opened one
I
there.
want to say
Beautiful.
no.
Interesting.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, no,
It's-
that's type of
it's not a
flash.
good. It's not a good franchise.
No, it's garbage.
But that's an
Yeah.
unpopular opinion according to the rest of the
Oh
world.
mate, you come
Yeah.
into my podcast. You sit on my couch.
Come
and
into
you,
my
home.
You come into
You
my
insult
home.
me.
Yeah, you insult me in my own home. Like, look at this guy.
To be fair, it's our
Yeah, I
podcast
completely agree. I don't like Star Wars.
because that's not even funny.
How many times can you do that in your life?
Bro, it's awesome.
I said Star Wars and you fall out a saber.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. The best podcast in the world.
Come on, bro. You gotta appreciate
No,
that a
I
little
hate
bit.
it with every fibre of my being.
I hate Star Wars, but I can appreciate that.
Come on, that was a pretty good bit.
Look, Goose is funny. We all appreciate it. I just hate Star Wars. Everything to do with it. I'm not a fan.
We can do that in Lebanon.
But it's a
I'm not going to
Disneyland.
anymore.
I personally won't go again without my children.
Okay.
I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
I had this built up expectation of the most magical place on earth, and
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Disneyland. And I got there. It's just a glorified theme park.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with exorbitant lines and a lot of things for children.
No, so I agree with that because Disneyland's really it's not the thrill rides that we like. It's not it's just very what's the word? Visual.
Yeah.
It's all about the aesthetic,
Well,
which you can appreciate. But then you
the
get to
pancakes are Mickey Mouse shaped. The ice
Yeah.
creams are Mickey Mouse shaped. Like everything was Disney, and they do a very good effort at creating this experience of this world that's not a reality for you. But the whole day you're there, it's magical. It is. I get it. But for an adult, you see it for what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's fine.
What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Disneyland's pretty cool for kids.
Yeah.
They loved it.
yeah, you feel really immersed in it as a kid. But in the Star Wars section, that's more catered towards adults than it is kids. And made that you feel like you're a kid. Like they make you feel like you're there because everything's so high. Have you noticed that in these theme parks and all that? Everything's so high you can't see over to a different section.
No, you can't. Definitely.
So you feel like you're enclosed in that world. It's hectic.
Fair enough. That's cool. So do you have anywhere next? I don't think you'll be holidaying anytime soon, I don't think. But
Oh, no.
Do you have-
We're ready to booking our next holiday.
oh, where are you thinking?
Getting ready. We're in two minds because Lexi, my oldest and favorite child,
course.
said to me during our last trip that it was too exhausting because we were walking 20,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
She said, Daddy, I want a holiday like Bali where you just sit down and relax.
How old is your daughter?
Yeah, I was about to say, how old is your daughter?
What's she talking about?
She's 6. And to be exact, she goes, I want a holiday with a buggy.
We couldn't
Because
leave the house at
The last
6.
resort we went to, there's a buggy from your hotel to the place to have breakfast and lunch every day, and that's what she wanted now. So we're thinking
She just
either
doesn't wanna walk.
another resort holiday or Mexico or something like that.
I feel like a resort holiday is what you would like.
I was going to say it's
Yeah.
either Japan or Mexico for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
Mexico's
go.
probably
Mexico sounds hectic.
next year, I think.
I want to go Festival of the Dead. Paint my face as a skeleton. Yeah.
You
I
probably
won't take
wouldn't
my
do
kids
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Let's not take the 6-year-old there.
Don't take me there.
Oh,
I'll get
no, I
scared.
said me.
Yeah, I'll just get.
Yeah, I was waiting for guys.
Pick up my kids.
Yeah, kids. What kids?
Yeah, but so no, definitely.
Mexico, yeah,
I'm a
pretty
big
cool.
believer of always having something booked in
Okay.
the pipeline, holidays or a weekend away. Yeah, so
I like Benji for that. He's he thinks about everything.
That's
Nah,
good.
nah, and people say, "Oh, I've got kids, you can't do it." I've taken
That's
a
an excuse.
kid to Europe. We've gone to Bali.
Oh, yeah. You
I've
took
gone
Lexi to
to
Europe. How old is
took
Lexi? We
Lexi
talking like
6 months.
6 months? Yeah.
For 5 weeks, 6 countries, like 15 cities. Then we went to Bali with Lexi. We went to New Zealand, and now we're going to Japan with
Ah,
You're
that's what, because she's already been to Bali. That's why she's talking about the
the kids. Oh yeah,
buggers.
sorry, she knew what Bali was like, so she's been there.
Smalla.
But yeah,
Dad, I want to go back to that cool holiday we had
When
in
I was
Bali.
2,
When I was 2,
wanna
man,
go
they
back
were
to
the
that point.
days.
I wanna get back.
We just kicked
your
back.
daughter has traveled more than me. Probably more than us.
yeah, she's done like 9 countries so far. I think if you put them all together. Yeah, she's had a good life.
And you've just done Lebanon, champ.
Because all I've done is Lebanon, Greece, Vanuatu. No, I've done my trips, bro.
Yeah, you've done all right.
I've done all right. Traveled on a cruise.
Other than a few cruises, I've only done Japan.
What else have you drank?
Cheeky.
But that's
it?
what my mind meant too.
Yeah.
Watermelon. To be exact.
It's more than a few, but yeah. Japan.
No, but holidays are important. I think
Yeah.
setting yourself up. Like, there's a few things in life you should always be focusing on. God first, obviously. Your lifestyle here, or like your community, friendships, relationships, and then a holiday. Always focusing on that. You can't neglect it, because then the other two find a way to, like, you get exhausted or burnt out in the other two if you don't complement it.
Words of wisdom from
That's good,
Benjamin
Benny.
Manor.
Can
Words
you
of
just
wisdom.
approve my annual leave or not? Want to put it in?
Put it through, mate.
Done.
Done.
Thanks, Benny. I appreciate it.
Another important thing is housing.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta focus on that.
I love talking to people about housing.
I love houses.
Not that I do it well either. I just want to put it out there. I only have one property. It's not like I have 100. But I just love when people who are thinking about whether or not it is for them.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. There's many other ways you can invest. There's many other ways, which this is not financial advice. You should seek your accountant for some.
Yeah, please. We
financial
do not provide financial advice on
At
this
all.
podcast at all.
Go to Latitude Accountants.
Yeah, yeah. Don't.
Latitude.
We don't give you nothing.
advice. That's what I was about to say. That if you want a
Hey!
good accountant, Latitude Accountants, the best accountants in Sydney.
OGs. Yep.
100%.
I think in Australia, to be honest, but if you're in Sydney, definitely go to
Yeah,
top
they're
quality accountants.
But we'd like to make it very clear we do not provide financial advice.
Sometimes we do, if depending
at-
if you like. Sometimes we do.
No, we
Sometimes we do.
Look at the state of him. You think he's in the state to give you financial advice?
We're talking about state.
I spent 3/4 of my money on this podcast set that no one watches or listens to. I'm going to give you financial advice.
Yeah, that's you, bro. That's you. Hey, that's not on me. That's on you. That's on you, bro. That's not on me. That's great. What a loser. I'll give you financial advice.
But it's one of those things, property market, that you, at any stage of your life, you can be involved in some way.
Yeah.
A very good friend of mine recently just purchased a unit. And some people would say, nah, it's rubbish. That's bad. That's bad investing. It's not. That's what his means he could afford. And that's what his mental capacity at this time of his life he could afford. It's the best decision for him right now.
Yeah, but okay, so let's take it legit then. You're a 17-year-old about to come out of high school. You're living in the worst, probably one of the worst cities in the world to buy property. What do you tell them to do?
Okay, then you work out other ways to save or invest until you're able to enter the property market.
Give me an example. Give me something to do.
A business, like start a business, do a side hustle, find something that you can do, a goods and service that you can get from overseas and off-sell online. If you have a skill like podcasting, getting involved on social media, there's many ways that you can make money as a person and invest in yourself then. So paying for ads or working out how to get your voice or your brand out there, that doesn't cost you $800,000 for a house to do. You can do that with the $3,000-$4,000 that you have in your bank. And then from there, you just keep moving forward, taking that next step or that next plunge until you have that $20,000, $30,000, $100,000 deposit saved. And that might not be until you're 22, 23. That's absolutely fine. Then enter the market. But you can't do nothing till you're 23 and say, oh, today I want to get into the housing market, but you've done nothing to set yourself up without a deposit or getting your credit score at the place it needs to be. You can't do nothing till you're ready to.
Yeah, you can't just sit around and say the housing market's rubbish.
Yeah,
I
it's
live in
too
the worst
high.
city in the world. I
Yeah,
can't do it.
and they're not doing anything about it. Yeah.
You've always lived in a city where you're able to make money that people in the city are making. So I disagree.
That's an interesting point. You live in the city where you're making the same amount of money other people can be making.
Exactly.
That's a very good point.
Like we are in Sydney for Australia or New York in America, wherever you are. When you're living in those cities, people in those cities, I know these are some exceptions as well, but we're making the most money on average for every career in Sydney.
Yeah, well, good point.
So you have the opportunity to save more money to afford the houses that are more expensive. I'm not talking about the houses in Palm Beach or the North Shore, eastern suburbs. Okay, obviously you need either to come from money, or you've made yourself or you've set yourself up with a career that that's not for the average person. But to live in Western Sydney, where we all have come from, you can do it on your wage if you have taken the time to set yourself up and get good tax planning or financial planning, over the course of your life. Even as early as 18, you can start.
Goose, you're sitting over there very quiet and pondering. What's your word of wisdom, brother? This is when he gets deep.
What's your financial advice that you can give to
Not
the people?
financial advice.
No, not official financial advice. We don't do that here.
My 2 cents.
5 cents, happy. We can
Yeah.
spark
Yeah,
up
yeah,
a-
invest 5 cents. Come on,
Yeah.
don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with Ben at all. If I was to help anyone, I would say buy what you can buy. Apartments, sure, but it's always better to buy land.
Long term, yes.
And most likely won't be in Sydney, but that's okay.
That's fine, but I'm saying if you
okay.
are going to buy Sydney because that's where you want to live,
Then
you're better off buying that apartment. It's still going to have some growth.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say it's going to have the same as if you bought 1,000 square meter property in Western Sydney that has future development potential.
you give different advice to
But-
different people.
But yes,
yeah.
I'm saying, but you've
Yeah.
got different options for different people.
For sure.
Don't just do nothing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Doing nothing doesn't solve any issues or any problems.
If you don't have, this is very common, but if common knowledge, but if you don't have goals, you're gonna go nowhere.
100%.
You have to have goals. And you have to
100%.
work towards them.
I think that's the problem that's happening right now. What Benji's trying to say is that there's so many teens coming out of school or whatever, or young adults that are just hanging out and they've got nothing, and they're just using that as an excuse to do nothing.
But they've got no
No,
aspiration to do
That's what I'm
anything
saying.
either, yeah.
Set a goal for yourself, hit the target, and move forward.
Can I get a bit deeper? And that's because there is no one in their life that's educating them or motivating them to do these sort of things.
Agree.
Like in our life, it's the people that we spent time with, like Ben and the other boys, that have opened our minds up to the world of property and investing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, what are we going to be focusing on? School didn't do that for us.
Can I go one step further? I'm now a big believer on paying for advice from the right people for what you were interested in doing or what you're currently looking into. Investing that $1,000 or $2,000 that you may think, oh, what a waste of money. But if you're getting the right advice from experts in that field, your chances of being successful in that area are going to be tenfold.
Yeah, pretty
That's I'm a big believer.
That
in
1,000,
it
2,000
right now.
becomes nothing when you compare it to what it could be.
Because they're
later
going to give you some valuable
Yeah.
advice or point you in the right direction that's going to set you up for success. So you're right. Even if people around you are not giving you that, seek it out. Go out and get it and invest in yourself to be able to set yourself up for success in that area.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that, and I think it's an important point to note who is around you and what's the advice they're giving you. Right? I remember when we started the potty, we asked some advice. We asked Ben actually. We asked Ben. We said, "Bro, what do you think?" And we were getting a lot of flack for thinking about doing it. They're saying, "Don't do it." Ben was like, "Bro, what do you got to lose? Just do it. You got a couple of mics, you got a couple of cameras, go."
And just do it well. Like you guys are doing it well, as in you're always trying to improve. That's why I've always actually speak to someone on the way here. Brenda.
yeah, my favorite.
Someone that our cousin. Really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
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 Brenda.
I know her.
And she was telling me that how she's appreciated how consistent you guys have been, but also how you've changed and you've adapted to, the kind of people that you have become over the last couple of years. And she follows you and she follows a lot of your podcasts because she was telling me stories about things that she's watched over the last few months. And
Love Cousin B, bro.
that's great.
She's the
But
best.
You did that.
Shout out to Brenda.
Cousin B.
So you guys have done that well.
Yeah.
But just if you're going to do something, get out and be the best at it.
Yeah.
100%. I'm a fan. So, go buy a house. What are you waiting for?
Or don't, if you can't. I didn't say you have to go buy it, but be in a
right,
position to get
To
one.
put yourself
That
in
was financial advice, FYI.
Was it?
Go
We
buy
do
a
not.
house.
We do not provide
Yes, we
financial
do.
advice.
Don't lie.
We don't give you
Yes,
advice.
we
we don't
do.
do it. It's not what we do.
Cuz,
We're
we
not
do.
smart.
Because you can listen to me. We do. My cousin Benji just gave us some financial advice. You're not going to listen to that.
He just said it's not financial
It's not
advice.
financial advice.
We're
No,
not
it
giving them
is.
financial advice.
I said go and seek out the advice from experts
Yeah.
who
But
are
you're the expert.
qualified in those
And you know who those experts are?
Latitude
Latitude accountants, ladies and gentlemen. They're good. They're smarter
Latitude
than us.
accountants.
Yes.
No, that's good, Benny.
Oh, bro, you're going to get us
That's
sued.
very good. Why?
Because we're going to give them financial advice. They're going to say, I got it from this podcast. And then we get sued.
No, that's what makes it more interesting. And then when we come back on a podcast, guys, I got a story. We got sued. Yeah, that's see, limited.
have you
Your
guys
brain
been
capacity
sued
is so
yet?
limited.
Have we been sued yet? No.
No, not.
Close?
Not that I know of.
No,
I wouldn't say close. No.
No, we never got close to. We got yelled at.
Yeah, but what's
By
your
whom?
bro?
Who yelled at us?
Who hasn't yelled at us? Let's
Yeah,
be
it's
serious.
I don't know if we could say it on air. Many people have yelled at us for certain topics that we've discussed or our opinion
Okay.
on certain topics.
Oh, but that's fine. But it's not like sue and cease and desist and that. Nothing
Nah.
crazy.
No cease and desist yet.
No, this is well done.
Yeah, hey, 4 years, 3-4 years, it's all right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, look, it's a good run. I thought there'd be times we'd probably get like maybe like you get something. But no,
See, that's the thing. When you run a podcast that no one watches, there's a very low chance of anyone getting
I'm a
upset.
subscriber to have a chat with Randstad.
Look at
Thanks,
this,
bro.
man.
Okay,
You're the best.
and I watch it,
Thank you, Stat.
and I'm very timeful, and I still make the effort.
This is why we like Benji, Stat.
it's my cousin. That's why I love him so much.
Yeah. You're just quality, bro.
Now I watched. Can we talk about your other podcasts as well? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you watched one with Ellie, the guy who does the tipping or the footy something last week. Ellie, his name is Ellie.
Oh, Emilio.
Amelia, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought his name was Ellie.
No.
I was thinking, when did we get
Amelia,
my brother-in-law
you're
in
right,
here? I was like,
Yeah,
oh, when did we get Ellie Namatalea?
See, if I hadn't watched your podcast, I'd never know about him or the things that he's done. And I was so intrigued to see some kid from Bankstown or wherever he's from.
Yeah. Crazy he
He's
started at 11, eh?
Yeah, you know
That
what I mean?
tripped me out.
I never would have known that.
Yeah.
And that for me was like, okay, I've learned something today. And it's cool.
Yeah. We're all about educating.
No, that's not give guys, we don't provide educational advice. We'd rather give financial than educational. Let's not get too crazy.
We give zero advice.
Speak for yourself, but no. We give zero advice. Only financial. But it's okay. But no,
we don't
it's
give
good. But
advice.
then, but like obviously, the girls have started their thing as well, and
Low and
yeah,
Tell
Low and
me
Gem.
more.
yeah.
tell me more. That's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Seeing them
I've,
coming
I've
through.
listened to almost all of those ones as well.
Yeah. Some of them are really good.
They're really good, eh? I like this little like thing we've started, bro. This whole like
It's good.
I don't know
It's the people that criticize the most, and now like, oh hey, I think we should do a podcast.
bro. That's the funniest part.
That's the biggest part. If
That's
I have
the
to say,
funniest
if we've
part.
gotten anything, it's people that have been like, oh, you guys are stupid for doing a podcast. It's so dumb, whatever.
They were ripping
But
us
then-
for years.
But then later on, someone will be like, oh, why haven't I been on your podcast? But I'm like, oh, hang on. Didn't you say X amount of time ago that you didn't like the podcast, but now you want to be on it? Or now we're like, oh, you want to do your own channel, like you want to host your own thing, but you want to use that? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you all talk and run and laugh, but hey.
Hey, yeah, talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to them.
No,
I
I'm
never
not
said
talking
don't do it, so I can say this.
Oh, yeah.
I was skeptical at first.
100%.
Because it's a new industry for you guys, but you guys have done really well. I have a business idea for you guys
Here we go.
of a new podcast.
Can we offline or we can talk online? I don't care. We
No,
can
it's
do it
not
all.
online.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
let's
let's
talk
go.
online. Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to
Now,
say,
G.
Bring it all up.
maybe we can do a poll.
Hey, it's poll day. We're bringing poll day
If
back.
you touch me ever again, I'll break both your hands.
Okay.
Both of them.
I have an idea. All right, now there's been a lot of dating podcast. It's not a dating podcast. Listen, hear me out first, Raymond. Raymond,
Hear me out, mate. Who are you?
it's the
It's his
reverse.
pitch. It's his
Instead of
pitch.
blind dates, it's blind podcasting. Dates.
No.
It's a pitch.
No, ready? It's a pitch, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
like Shark
Hey,
Tank.
he
Can
wait.
you please at least hear me out first?
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
trying to
He
hear
was
you out.
skeptical of us. We can be skeptical of him.
No, but I want to hear it first. But you can't.
Let me hear the pitch.
Go.
So the podcast will be before they go on a dating site or something. Before they do any of that or enter that world, they come to our podcast, okay, and then we help them understand where they fit in society.
This is where I knew this was going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Isn't that like Big Brother?
No. Let him explain.
Ben, as a six, I agree. As a six, I agree.
As a 4,
But work the
I
way up to a
appreciate-
6?
I'm a
Hey.
10. I'm a
Yeah,
10
yeah,
for a
society.
six.
Yeah.
You didn't mention the scale.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Okay,
talking about?
okay.
The scale.
I'm trying to go.
He's trying to
Have you
work
never
your way
sold
into it.
anything in your life?
No.
Do you want to, give him a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? You got to
No,
tease
but
him.
But please
into the
elaborate.
conversation.
Please
yes,
elaborate.
yes, please.
I think people have a misunderstanding of who they really are or where they fit in the world.
Yes.
I really believe that, okay? And what I mean by that is everyone, because their mum has told them their whole life that, oh, you're such a good kid, oh, you're so perfect, and you're an angel, you're so special. So everyone goes around thinking, maybe I am. Maybe I am perfect. Maybe I am special. Maybe I am. And I think I am a 10 out of 10. And they walk around their whole lives. But then we look at this 10 out of 10, and boy or girl, I'm not discriminating, and we think, at most you're a 3 in my mind.
Yes.
At most you're a 4.
Preach.
And so there's this misunderstanding that there's not a meeting of the minds between person A and person B. But imagine there was a place that you can go to where a third party, an unbiased third party, based on a scale,
Of course.
based on set of criteria, I can tell you where you sit in society as from 1 to 10. And then that way, go.
I have that already. My parents. They remind me every single day.
Okay, but your parents are not biased. Sorry, they're not unbiased. There has to be an unbiased third party.
Yeah, because here's the issue he's
Yeah,
talking
they're the
about, bro.
opposite.
Have you not seen those TikToks where they walk on the street, they ask the random guy or the random girl, what would you rate yourself?
Yeah.
They go,
Don't let
I'm a
you do
10.
that.
I'm a 10. Meanwhile, Miss Piggy over here looks like she's maybe a maximum 2 ton, but she's a 2 out of 10.
No, it's true. Nah,
She's not a 10.
no, she's not a 10. You're right. Yeah,
Or
no,
the
she's not.
guy who's 4 foot nothing thinks he's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, clearly
You're
not.
max of 3.
Doesn't do it. But we're not just talking.
Aesthetics. It's package.
aesthetic.
I know. I've
We're
just
talking,
talking
no, but like,
elements.
but okay, but like also the guy that's just sitting at home doing nothing with his life,
Correct.
not working.
Correct. Or someone who hasn't got a social skill or the ability to converse in a group, make people laugh. Let me tell you, if you have that gift of making people laugh, you're really going to get 2 points up. Stato.
That's you.
That's why I'm a 6,
That's
bro.
why you're a 6.
That's why I'm a 6.
That's you.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Stop slapping me. I will break your hand. But that,
You know
see,
what I mean?
made people laugh. But that's why I'm a 6.
Yeah. So I think let's do a podcast where people come in, and it's better in a group.
Yeah.
It's better because then people start to eye each other out like, am I more than that? Because I'll never tell them their full number or scale until the very end. And they're thinking, I wonder if they're higher than me. Am I higher than them?
You know, this is a very good sociological experiment. If you get like 20 people in the same room and you do this whole rating system, bro, get all
And
their
I tell
thoughts
you,
on it.
I'm very consistent with my scales.
Yeah.
With my rating system.
I've
And
seen
it's
it.
not based on looks. I want to be very clear.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just for the record, I'm a 4. Okay, so I don't think I'm more than that. I think I'm a 4. I've worked my way up to a 6 because of circumstances in my life, which has given me extra points for now. But in a couple of years, that's going to go back down to a 4.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
The audience doesn't know our scores. Well, we said it. They don't know Joey's score over here. Can you give us Joey's score live?
Do you remember?
Joey,
what
you good with
told me?
that?
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you remember?
I can okay.
Explain it all so the people understand what's happening here.
All right. So, the way we look at it is your place in society. So you're a male. So there's some expectations for you. Okay, they're not your parents' expectations or your friends' expectations. It's what we expect from you as a person. So out of 10,
If my parents were to rate me,
a
the
2,
m-
3,
1.
a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, but your parents are also a bit unfair to you because
Sure.
I rate you more than a 1.
Yeah.
But are you a 10, Joey?
A 10? No.
No. And are you okay with knowing that you're not a 10 out of 10?
No, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, I'm glad. You know, your missus might think you're a 10, but you're not a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so we're clear, I'm a 4, remember?
Yeah.
Me, 4.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear on where, so people don't think I'm being harsh here.
I was happy with the original score you gave me.
But that was the original score at a moment of time, as in it's a
I've
scale.
got it worse.
No, it's not about going
Oh,
getting
okay.
worse. All right. You're very lucky to have a few things going for yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
You have some height. Height's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's aesthetic, as in it's an
Yeah.
outward appearance, but that's part of it.
Chicks hate short guys.
You have a career, so
Yeah.
you know you have a stable job. You've had it for a while, which is great because as a male, you need to be able to provide for your family. Very important attribute in a male. Then you also have housing, so that you can provide shelter for a future spouse one day, God willing. That's great. So that also gives you some points. You have the ability to communicate to others. Another point you get there.
Play soccer?
I think that takes away a point.
I was gonna say your athletic abilities is gonna maybe give you -1 because
Yeah.
like you could do more on looking after your health.
Yeah.
So that's a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. You know, unfortunately, our families play a big part in who we are and the points and the rating system.
So that's
Yeah,
like
so-
-10.
That's
So,
a good
you know.
Mario.
So that also adds or
Yeah.
takes away depending on the circumstance. You know, are you funny tonight? Maybe not. Like it's like you're not bringing out the humor.
I'm not funny tonight?
Like, as in, would I say?
We got Serious Goose
Yeah,
tonight.
we got serious.
Oh,
tonight.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I mean?
pretty funny.
He comes out in certain episodes.
Yeah.
But I've seen you. I know you, so
Yeah.
I know that you can be quite funny at times. So there's that scale. So your ceiling.
Yeah.
I know I said 8 at one stage.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna knock it down to a 7 right now.
Damn, I was a 7.
Because that's your ceiling, yeah.
That's the most you ever be.
Oh,
That's
but
what it
the
is.
ceiling was 8. And
Ceiling was 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a 7 now because as time that was 6 months ago, mind you.
Yeah.
A lot has happened 6 months. Where actually not a lot has happened. So as we get older, it actually gets lower as we keep going. So your ceiling and your full potential 7. Let's go there.
Yeah,
Unless
That's
something
great.
changes. I don't know why you're
Phenomenal
like,
number.
I'm not upset.
Yeah.
I was.
Phenomenal.
And you have
what,
to. And
what am I?
a 4.
But that's
6. You
That's the
recommend to a
score you
6.
gave me 6 months ago. Except you said my
Yeah.
sitting was 8.
But like these are things where you can't be upset with the
Yes.
score. So for example, and I'll give the story when Ben off the bat when we had this initial discussion, and then off the bat he looked at me and said you're a 6, without knowing anything that all this was considered. I was like, what the heck? That's pretty low.
Yeah.
But when it considered everything else, man, I'm punching. I'll take a 6.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you got to be able to accept that is your score, and you can't get upset because that's the reality.
No, because that's reality, and that's
how it
the
is.
cards you dealt. So Ben, what happens when you know your
Okay,
score?
so then this is the whole point of the podcast. It's not to give you a rating and make you feel crap or great. It's
To make people cry.
then
We want tears.
Yeah, everyone's gonna
you
cry.
go out into the world or you go into this dating show where you know your number and you can roughly gauge other people's numbers and you stick to your lane. All right. So for instance, it's not fair. Sorry, it's not the same for men and women in that men can go up as many points as a girl is happy to go down. So for instance, I'm a 4, I married a 7, okay? And she's amazing and she stooped down and went for a 4. I don't know why, but I'm very glad she did, yeah? But it's not very common for a male who is a 4 to stoop down to a 1. Okay, so men don't
'Cause we're
usually go
different,
down.
Yeah.
Women are more happy to settle for less because they get something else they want out of it, security, or for them it was just a lot easier to come by a 3 or a 4. But the other usually doesn't happen.
And just so they know, the score isn't necessarily about looks. So if someone
it's
says
not about looks.
that person's a 1, doesn't
It's
mean
about
they're
everything.
ugly.
It's about everything.
It's about everything.
It's everything has to be considered.
Yeah. I don't know any 8s in my life, females. So when I say my wife's a 7, people think, what a horrible man, didn't give her a 10. I don't know any 8s, 9s, or 10s. So she's the highest person that I know who I married. I know people in the world who are more than that, but I don't personally know these people who are higher. So then in this show that they go on, or on this podcast, you're putting them up against people who you think are within their lane and seeing if it actually works.
It's the greatest dating show.
Can they? So then, do you see? It's not the typical trying to find love.
Yeah.
It's about helping them see reality, and that's going to be the best show you ever watch.
I mean,
That's a phenomenal pitch.
Shark Tank.
yep. I mean,
But how much? I'm selling my idea to
I
you.
guarantee you right now, Stat's never seen an episode of Shark Tank in his life.
no, I've seen a couple episodes of Shark Tank.
You're not going to buy the idea without some paperwork, some things in place.
Case?
It has
I'll
started.
I'll come back to you guys.
How do we get the males and females into the room for this?
You'd be surprised. People actually want to know what they are.
Interesting.
You put it out there if people want to know. The poll. Do people want to know where they sit out of a 10?
That is a great poll.
And if
I
you can
know
get
you're not
enough,
seeing a poll day.
if you can get enough people to say yes, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. And here's the thing, ladies and gents. If you match with your number, it's a perfect 10.
I've said it to you before. When two fight, nothing better in this world. When 2 5s find
right.
each other,
Yep.
or 2 6s find each other,
Yep.
and I'm so happy. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
We should
And they shouldn't be
celebrate.
ashamed.
No, they shouldn't.
Yes.
You know why? It takes away a lot of the heartache of I'm trying to chase this 9, but I'm a 6.
Because you know what? There are exceptions, okay? Where a 6, like a 4 marries a 8, or a 5 marries a 9, or whatever. But do you know what happens to that 4 or 5 their whole life? They're forever proving themselves to this 8 or 9 or 10. They're forever trying to justify why they're with them. People are always commenting. They're always doubting in their mind, does that person really like me? Are they gonna find someone better? Are they gonna get sick of this? It's a very long, exhausting relationship. I'm not saying it can't work.
Yeah.
But if you find someone that's on your as your equal and have 5 and 5, you're actually just trying to please each other and be happy because you both know, you know what, we are great for each other.
It's beautiful.
And that is love.
This day and age, everyone wants to rate pizzas, rate burgers, rate chips.
Why not
It's
rate
not to rate
people?
people.
Rate people.
I'm all for it.
Am I wrong?
I just heard something completely different. and I was like, hang on a sec. This is
not. You did
I
not.
definitely heard
No
something
way.
different. That's why I stopped and I just went, hang on a sec.
Nah.
Sorry.
Nah.
Sorry.
Nah.
I'm talking about food.
Okay.
That
Okay.
doesn't
No,
help
don't worry.
what-
Don't worry.
That doesn't help what I was thinking. But no, I love it.
I love it. Well, okay. Here's the most important part, though, and some would consider the hardest part. What do you call the show?
Oh.
See?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. But I really feel like the world is ready for this market of where we help them understand who they are. Because we're so out of touch with reality.
Right. Especially now more than ever, no one understands their purpose or their value.
Because they're at home behind their screens half their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people are not in reality, or they're not matching them or sizing themselves up in front of people face to face or in big settings. You work from home, you study online, you buy everything online from your home, you know, through Amazon or whichever. You love Amazon. Through every shopping channel online. You do everything in the security and safety of your own home. So you don't actually know where you sit comparing yourself to other people. And you're only in touch with reality through your phone, and that is so far-fetched from the truth.
Yep.
You know, you're looking at all these, you know, beautiful 10 out of 10s, but they're not 10 out of 10. You just think they are because of their appearance. Their personality is rubbish 9 times out of 10. They've got they're depressed, or they've got their own social issues that you don't know because you're seeing a 16-second clip on
that's true.
Instagram. I'm sure they do more than 16 seconds now because it's not 2004 anymore, but now it's like a minute-long videos.
true.
But you know what I mean? So if we can help them understand that you're a 4, you're a 5, you're a 6, and here is a group of 4, 5s, and 6s, go for gold.
That's
See,
mad.
this is a service to society.
Should be called What's Your Rating?
What's your rating?
Oh, what's your flavor? Oh, no, that's nice.
Tell me what's your flavor. Ooh. Track. What's your rating? It could be
Rate me.
What's my number?
keep hearing something else.
Yes.
So it's not. Don't stat me.
I said the T.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't. But that's
He did.
besides the point.
Let's think of a name later on.
That might even be a better name now that I think about it. That's some clickbait right there.
Yeah. But Ben, I love the idea.
Yeah,
And I
it's a
think
real
beautiful.
service to society, and I think now more than ever, especially for young people, they need it.
They need to know.
People
Because
need to know,
you're
bro.
right. Because a lot of them are sheltered in the idea that their mums and dads are giving them 9s and 10s.
I'm a
when
prince.
really
You're
the
a
max of
princess.
4.
No one deserves you. You're a champion. You're the top guy. No, nah, bro.
be
They need to
surprised.
know they're worthless.
Yes, we need to
surprised.
know we're worthless.
You put 10 people in a room, you put one 9 out of 10 girl, and you put 3 other 5, 6, 7s or 8s, whatever, and then you put 5 guys, no matter what number they are, 9 times out of 10, or 5 times out of 10 in this instance, the 5 guys are going to all chase this one 9 out of 10. They're going to try every single one of them will try the shot. Almost all of them will get knocked back. And then these other girls, I'm not going to consider these guys now because they've wasted their time chasing this 9 out of 10.
And trying to convince
Where
them, yeah,
these 5, 6, 7, 8 girls would have made a much better spouse for these guys and could have made them all happy. All 5 of them could have got married or at least had a partner, and nothing's happened the way it should have because everyone chased that 9 or 10. But then they were never going to get the 9 or 10. Never.
No, you're right.
In no world.
You're right. But you're in on this with us.
Yeah, no, we're not. He's the rating.
I'm not getting
We can't
married. I'm
rate.
married now. No one cares about my number.
Wait,
No. We're saying
No,
you're
no.
the raider.
You're
Yeah,
the judge.
yeah,
You're
oh,
the
you're
judge.
the- you're on the panel.
Yeah.
I definitely
Oh,
want to
yeah. No, that's not happening
We
without
will
you.
give our 2 cents, but this is all
I
you,
have
buddy.
the scale. And remember, everyone knows that I'm a 4. Okay? So I'm actually quite fair.
Cuz, can you stop selling yourself short? You're a 6 now.
You're a 6
No,
now.
today,
You built
because of
yourself
my
up.
opportunities
Okay.
and what I have to
Yeah,
offer.
but
You're
you built
6.
yourself
I'm
up to a
the
6.
maximum. My ceiling is 6.
That's fine.
Okay.
What's wrong with
Okay,
that?
But I just want
I'm
people
sorry.
to know.
No. I'm sorry. Look at you right now. If we're just going off the aesthetic, look at his aesthetic right now, bro.
Oh, I'm
the
about
button-up
10 kilos
shirt,
overweight.
the
blue eyes.
suit.
The blue eyes, listen, that's a point.
The blue eyes is
Yeah,
the point, bro.
blue
I
eyes
can't,
big
I
point.
can't stop looking at
a
him.
point. Definitely a point. But I just want to let people know that I'm not upset about being a 4 with the ceiling of 6. I'm quite confident and happy with it.
Yes.
And I've gone through a very happy life. Married a 7. Guys, I'm punching. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And so it's worked out well for me. I'm
beautiful.
not upset.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's beautiful. And that's how it should be. And if people walk away from our show upset, stuff them.
It's stock standard.
Don't come
Well,
back.
then we take points off them.
Hey, and then we just lost 10% of our viewership because it's like 3 people. So who
Doesn't
cares?
matter. That's fine.
it.
But you know what? They know their worth.
That's right. Good.
They know their worth.
Which is worthless.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro. That's
boy.
gorgeous.
That's my son.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Have a Chat with Ray and Stat. Benji has been... look at that. It is Ryan. Come say hi, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan Houston.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
Guys, he has a high number.
All right, there's no
Yeah, he
camera there,
does.
buddy.
He
Come
does.
here.
Hi,
Come
Ryan
here,
the
come here 2
Rhino.
seconds.
Can you
Come say hello. Come
sit
sit.
next to me.
Come
He ha-
sit. No, look.
this guy has a high number.
Yeah, he does. He's a cutie. Come sit next
Yeah.
to me.
No, here. Get him inside.
You're right.
Yeah, come sit next to me, bro.
Hey, you don't come to choir, bro.
Hey!
Hello, Ray.
Hello.
We'll share a microphone.
All right.
Move in.
Hi, homie. Guys, come in. Hello, say hello. Why, my son?
Good,
I miss
bro.
you.
Good. What's going on?
What's poppin'? Brand new rib just hopped in.
I
Don't know.
just worked at home.
Nice.
Not much. Slept in. Felt good.
Oh, so lucky.
Yeah.
What up,
Did you get me up last night until very late at choir practice?
Oh, relax,
What
bro. It's
time?
8
What
o'clock.
time did it finish?
8 o'clock.
8 p.m.
Sorry, that's not bad at all.
It's not that late.
That's all right.
Not bad.
When you're my age, 8 o'clock's pretty late to not be at home.
And there's his 4. There's his
That's
4.
all.
Doesn't stay out late. Well, ladies and gents, as I was saying, it's always a pleasure to have you guys join us. We're so thankful for all the time you spend listening to Have a Chat with Ray and Stat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, do all that nice stuff, and get on to Magic Mind.
Yes,
Mate, these people
great.
are awesome. Ben
I'm
just
buzzing.
tried it.
Good stuff.
He's buzzing. He's alive. Ryan's had it before. It's good. Mate, they're going to take care of you. Ben, thanks for having the
Thank
chat.
you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
See you guys
Benny.
next time.
See you,
Thank
all sauce.
Thanks, Ben.
That was fun. I can't believe we did the